My name is James Johnson, formerly known as Babade. I represented Nigerian women football in the national team then, and played in the women's league also until I had to stop from playing in the women football, and I had to look for a way out to carry out a surgery to enable me to identify the gender I need to belong to, because I have both genders organs then, a male and female organs, and I had to step out from the national team to enable me to look for a way out to get surgery to letting me to identify who I really want to be. It wasn't easy, you know, when you are not free with yourself and having both genders, you can't be free with people, because the only thing that made me to I need to let people to understand what is going on is I look at the other fellow ladies and I'm like, they are so much different from the way I look then. I'm like, you know, I have no boobs then, so I felt I don't really understand. Am I really female or male? And look at these other girls, they have boobs and everything is perfectly okay within them. So as time goes on, I'm like, I can't cope like this. And the team believed so much in me with the national team then representing the country. And I had to consult the doctor of the national team, because actually some of the players are kind of suspecting that I'm either a male or they are confused. So I had to okay, before any issue will arise, I think it will be better, let me go out there and tell the doctor of the team that this is my issue and I will need help and a way out, of which they came out to take me to the doctor at Lut then in Lagos. And I was taken to a hospital in Lagos, Lut, and the test was carried out in me, and male 70 and 30% hormones of female in me, of which they will have to look for a way to balance everything, and I had to look for a way out. My case was brought forward to the minister, and they had to ask me to look for a way to get to anywhere in the world you want to fix this surgery to be done. I have to look for a way out. I had to okay, I can't do this, so I had to seek for other people to assist me to enable me to get the best doctor that can be able to carry out this surgery, of which we were able to get one in US, in California, Los Angeles, and Dr. Gary Otter by name. So he was able to advise me on what to do. I had to first of all change my name from Iyabo to James. So I had to change everything totally. After I lost my dad, I had to switch from Abade to Johnson, because I had to answer his own real name, because the family name is what I feel I don't need to answer anymore. I know many people knows the family name Abade, but at the end of it I have to switch to my father's real name. It wasn't that easy, because I feel so embarrassed, number one, and I feel rejected from the people that I feel they can be there for me, that made me to come out to okay, let's share your story to people, let's see what people can do to help me out. And after airing out my story to the whole Nigerians and the world and co, so I feel rejected. That's just the truth. No support apart from the one the FCT minister rendered to me, and I was able to sponsor for the surgery, and everything was paid for the surgery in US to enable me to carry out the surgery. And after the first and second and third surgery, I still have about 2 more surgery to round up everything. My family have always been there for me in times of prayer, and though they have no money to do anything to help out, that's why I'm still like this to date. But with that, at least I'm still moving on. Life goes on. I'm someone that doesn't like disclosing myself to people. I always cover up myself. I don't do things that will make people to want to embarrass me, to say or I touch him or her. I don't know if he's a woman or not, though a lot of people do feel like I'm more stronger in terms of me being a female and they were like, they want to test run me to see, let's touch him, is he a female or is she, you know, this kind of thing. They want to like see who I really was. And to me, I feel embarrassed with that, but at the same time, I just laughed at the whole thing because I know they don't really understand what is really going on. It's only me that understand what I'm facing, and only me one knows what I'm carrying. So I had to like take everything the way it comes. The first time I air out the news, number one, and after blowing it out to the whole Nigerians then, so I felt I'm going to get support instantly that moment. So that's the main reason why I was so happy when I'm coming out to like air it out. So I feel so comfortable with myself in doing it. But after that time, I found out that people were just using me to like get fame for themselves in times of this issue of like people want to like help me, they want to help me. So I'm always eager. That's number one thing, number one, that made me to stop granting interview. Because I feel people use me to either sell their papers or whatever, but or you want to use me to get fame that you wrote my story, or you know. So all those things makes me, I just feel so embarrassed with myself that I'm a fool, that people are using me to get more attention or whatever. And at the same time, it wasn't that easy for me. So that time, I always walk by the roadside. A lot of things do come to my head like, what am I doing on this planet? People are not ready to help me. So the best thing for me that I can do is just commit suicide. At times, I will feel like to jump into the coming vehicle. I will imagine myself what people will be feeling like. Hey, yeah, he's dead, he's dead, he's dead. You know. So all those things, a lot of things keep pumping into my head that you can do this. At times, I will look at myself like, okay, I can jump into the well. A lot of things. At times, it will make me feel as if I'm not welcome in this planet, even with what I know how to do best. At times you go out for, in terms of the game, when you go out for a trial, after I left the female football, I go to a club side whereby I know some people might not really understand if I'm the real James, former Yababade. And you know, I just do go out on my own like, yes, this is what I know how to do best. Let me go and exhibit my skills. And at the end of it all, when you go out there, you want to exhibit yourself. After securing a deal to sign and to play for the club, you know, by the time maybe when some of the journalists do come around to like, okay, we know this person, use people sign Yababade, who was a one-time former female national player, and now he's playing for this club now. So what is the security in terms of you having him in your club now? Before you know it, they were like, who is Yababade? Who is Yababade? By the time they now mention James Johnson you signed, they will now like, wow. But after the whole newspaper publicized everything that I'm so into so club right away, the next thing you see, the club will start discriminating that we don't think you can fit into this club because you one time play in female football. We don't think you have the strength. But they forgot that they are the one that signed me when I came out for the trials, and I signed and I'm playing very well. But at the same time, where is the support? No support. They look at it and say, we don't think you can cope with the male football team. I have to quit because the discrimination is just too much. So I can't face it. And the more it comes, before you know it, it's so easy. To die is just seconds. So I can easily commit suicide. So, but I only believe in God. That's why I'm still alive till today. What I really need now is support, financial support to enable me to carry out the surgery in US. I need about 12.9 million, almost 13 anyway. And I have about 2 more surgery to round up everything that will make me completely man. For now, I can only have fun, but I cannot produce anything. But I have to like finish up the surgery to enable me to carry out myself to be a complete man anyway. I can see myself like handling a club side, either the national team or the female national team. Yes, I know I can give a lot of ideas to the coming up players that have not known many things about the game before now. I can easily share my knowledge in the game with them, which I know I can do better with them. That's just the truth, because I've been there. Is where I played before. I know in and out of what I can give to those coming up players from the national team or in the female club side here in Nigeria. So I can see myself that if I'm given the chance, I will try my best to give back to the coming youths in women football. And number 08032549422, James Johnson. And email, you can get me on igiftjohnson@yahoo.co.uk.